Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
That confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ready? Cowboy 80. Here's Cunningham. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He was looking that time for Jamison Williams.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little... secondary and swat that one
away. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hooker's going to throw it. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Hooker now off play action.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Running left, it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go.
Now Cunningham. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Go Street.
Cunningham to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Vikings in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Stop low, 18.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cunningham. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jahmyr Gibbs. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Cunningham looking to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here
Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Rig alert, rig alert.
Now Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
65 catch.
Off play action. Cunningham. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the cover.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Check smash, check smash. Cup 19, cup 19. Check, 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 check.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Longer now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down, back to Fournette.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
No! Hey, smash Bronco! Panther Street! Panther Street! Go!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now is 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
70 Ranger!
Back to throw. Cunningham flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the gun on third down, Cunningham. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Buffalo 18. Warrior 70, ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Lions. Rig.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go street.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
St. Brown in motion right. First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Panther 11. Hey, smash. Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. '79 Broncos.
Here's Cunningham.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he will have the Vikings 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flush to his right.
This is caught by Addison.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Eagles, Cub 19, Cub 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
Operating from the gun, Cunningham.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
18 Rattler. Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham.
Open man is Osborne.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Go.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Panther 11. Dragon 60. Rig alert.
Addison will go in motion left.
Pioneer.
To throw on second down. Cunningham letting one go deep for the end zone.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Fighting his way through contact. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Got it. Ready?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Flag.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full